How's it going, everybody? Hi, Side Shadow Games Report. Doing part 2 of Borderlands 3 tonight. Mixing it up with the music a little bit. Had our final music gaming playlist for the summer last night. And the Endless Volume 3, if anybody wants to go check it out. I thought it was probably one of the better ones of all the playlists that I've made so far. But feel free to judge for yourself. Probably gonna have, I don't know, some new genres I'm gonna try to be playing with over the next few months as I make some of these new playlists. So, you might hear this song on there. Anyways, before we get into the game, we are going to do a little bit of the news. I know, man, we do so much on this channel, getting a little ridiculous. Guess what? We're just going to add even more. We're going to add some arts. It's one thing I haven't really done all that much on this channel. Besides, I guess, making the music playlist and I don't know, I just have a lot of ideas, and I want to take advantage of it. Got to do as much as you can. Throw yourself out there into the world, and just see what happens. So, that's what we're doing. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the news. Don't want to waste too much time. Just figured I'll talk a little bit about it before getting started. This kind of music I can kind of be chill and chat to. Some of the other stuff it's a little bit harder to concentrate because it just makes me want to dance. Alright, guess we'll go ahead and jump on over into the headlines. Or do I want to talk about today's subject? I guess I'll talk about today's subject a little. Did I even put the name on here? Okay. Cartel Callout. We have a senator from Mexico calling out the cartels in Mexico. I'm sure you probably heard some of this throughout today's news. We'll see if we can add anything extra. Give us a little bit more insight. Wall Street Ape says a senator from Mexico went on Fox News and exposed it all. The president of Mexico works for the cartels. She was funded by money from the cartels. It's not just the president. There are an entire group of Mexico politicians labeled the narco politicians. Mexico is a narco state. Mexicans are afraid of the alliance between the Mexican government and the cartels. The Morena political party is financed by the cartels. That's how they get elected. Once they get elected, the deal is for the Mexican government to then protect the cartels. President of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo, doesn't want this information getting out. Mexicans and the politicians who are not paid off by the cartels want Donald Trump to help with the cartels.
The president of Mexico is furious. She's calling Mexican Senator Lili Tellez a traitor for coming on Fox Noticias with me a few days ago and saying this. Listen.
The help from the United States to fight the cartels in Mexico is absolutely welcome, and that is how the majority of Mexicans feel. The only ones who don't like that President Trump is sending help and trying to support Mexicans against the cartels are the narco politicians. That includes President Sheinbaum.
This is weird because, I heard her speak English earlier, so I'm just kind of like, why is she speaking Spanish now? But I don't know.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum responding, saying, quote, "It's not a minor issue that a senator gave an interview to a foreign media outlet calling for intervention." Here to discuss is that Mexican Senator Lili Tellez. Senator Tellez, welcome to Fox Noticias. I'm just going to get right to it. Is Mexico a narco state?
Yes, it is. And we all Mexicans know about it. And Mexicans are afraid of the alliance between the Mexican government and the cartels. that have infested our nation.
Can you explain this alliance between the president, her party, the Morena party, and the cartels?
Yes, the party has financed, has given, the cartels have given so much money to these politicians, narco politicians of Morena, to get into office, to get the power. So they protect. The Mexican government protects the cartels. That is why President Sheinbaum doesn't want the strong American leadership to help Mexico defeat the cartels. And also, Sheinbaum doesn't want the rest of the world to know what is happening here in Mexico. We are on the steps to be the next Venezuela. She is aligned with Venezuela's dictator, with Cuba, and we are losing our country. They have destroyed our republican institutions, the democratic state, and we must. I think we all Mexicans want and welcome the support of the United States to assist Mexican people against the cartels that have us all in this crisis with the traffic in fentanyl and migrants.
So her response to this, and I know this because her spokesperson came on our show in response to your interview, and they say, well, we just turned over 26 cartel members. We're working, we're sharing intelligence. What are they not doing? And why is she so resistant? She sort of speaks out of two sides of her mouth. We're working with you, Trump, and then she's chastising you for saying we need more help from the United States to crush the cartels.
Because she really doesn't want the help of the United States. She is lying to Mexican people, telling Mexican people that the United States will get in control of the whole country.
Right.
I never listened such nonsense from President Trump. What we have listened is that President Trump wants to help Mexican people against the cartels. Mexican people are suffering. So what they do is very, very little. We have huge narco politicians here in the Senate, in the presidents, governors. Mexico is a very dangerous place.
Well, that brings me to my next question, because you are speaking very bluntly, very clearly about Mexico being a narco state and the alliance and the connections to the president of Mexico. Are you afraid for your life?
Yes, I am afraid. And the president has threatened me to proceed against me with criminal prosecution, to get me out of the Senate and get me in jail, just because I told you in this space in Fox News what is the reality of our country with the cartels. The cartels are dominating everything here in Mexico. They are in all the offices of the government, in the states, in the cities, and in the national government. So, of course, I am afraid, but I want people to know I will not step back. And I pray under God's guidance that we, the United States and Mexico, must work together to defeat the cartels and to get freedom for our country, for Mexico, to stop it from being the next Venezuela.
Senator Lily Reyes, a very brave woman indeed. Thank you so much for coming on our show and speaking the truth.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you.
You got it.
I don't know if I can show all of these videos. I don't know if they're graphic. I haven't vetted any of these videos, but maybe we can watch some of this. Footage shows members of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, GCNG. This actually looks like the cartel-like members that I remember seeing in games like Ghost Recon Wildlands, if anybody remembers that game. I actually own that game. It's just the last time that I tried to play that game, the game wouldn't load, or I don't know, weird glitches would happen. So I haven't played it in a while. I never got to beat it. I would like to play it right now, just because it's relevant to a lot of things that are going on with the cartels. But as of right now, Yeah, I just can't. But maybe they have an update or something here soon and it will patch it. I don't know. Let's see what this is.
Pinche 20, a ver si muy verga te topas con nosotros. Ahí tengo desamarrados los perros, culero. Y así voy a andar patrullando. Con tu puta madre. Órale, 20, hijo de tu puta madre. Bríncale a la verga. Bríncale a toro, perro. Hijo de tu puta madre.
What's up, you son of a bitch? That's all I hear. The punta madre.
Verga, pinche 20, a ver si muy verga.
Anyways. I don't know, their gear actually looks pretty good. It looks like pretty well funded gear if you ask me. It's almost like they have been preparing for some type of I don't know. What would you call it? I mean, yeah, you have defending certain establishments and whatnot in Mexico, but at the same time, it's like, why would they get so beefed up? Why would they get so militarized? Why wouldn't they just like stick to the old routine of just having, you know, normal dudes with guns? No, this is going all out. This is you know, having body armor, trying to preserve their soldiers. Let's see what this is. Clash between Mexico cartel from La Familia Macocana and the residents in the town of Texas. How do you say that? Texcal Titlan? Tascal Titlan. I don't know what that is. The cartel showed up to extort the residents, but the residents decided to fight back. Reports indicate that 8 cartel members and 3 civilians were eliminated. So more cartel members were killed than civilians. That's good. If it gets too bad, I'm going to turn it off. Fair warning. Life in Mexico. Alright, I'm just gonna stop it right there because you kind of get the idea. I just don't want to see like anything too grody, or I don't know, whatever word you want to use. Gory, probably be the better word. Cartel neutralizing police vehicles in Mexico. Jeez. Man, they really at war down there, aren't they? This is from 2 days ago. Oh wait, this is... oh no.
3DS warships that are being...
That's not the same video that I thought it was. Why does that have to do with cartels right here? This is not the same video for that. This is for Venezuela. Either way, that covers it for the most part. Maybe we'll find something else along the way. Let's go back to today's headlines. Let's see. Judge temporarily bars Kilmar Abrego Garcia's deportation to Uganda. Yeah, it seems like he's out of jail. I guess he's out roaming around, but he's going to be deported to Uganda now. Well, at least he's getting deported, right? It's just kind of wild. He was sent to El Salvador. I mean, at least we're trying to send people to the right location, depending on, whether or not they're actually criminals. Which I'm not saying he's not a criminal. I'm just more or less saying that at least there's some type of vetting process. That's good to see. But at the same time, I do believe he probably is a criminal. I don't know for sure though. But we'll just go with what the judge or the court decides for right now. At least he's getting deported. That's all I care about. If he wants to live, free in another country, that's fine. That's up to them. But he needs to leave. That's all I care about. U.S. will back Ukraine's security. Details being worked out, Trump says. Let's see, we got tropical storm developments in the Pacific and Atlantic. Tropical storm Juliet formed in the Pacific Ocean. Or is it Juliet? I'm sorry. Hundreds of miles from Mexico's Baja California Peninsula. While Tropical Storm Fernand was active in the Atlantic, these weather events are being monitored for potential impacts on coastal regions. Former Mexican cartel leader pleads guilty. Ismael El Mayo Zambada, a former Mexican cartel kingpin, pled guilty to federal charges related to his role in the violent drug trade, which involved flooding the U.S. with cocaine, heroin, and other illicit substances. This marks a significant development in the U.S. efforts to combat international drug trafficking. Cool. Immigration enforcement in Baltimore. Kilmar Abrego Garcia arrived outside Baltimore Immigration Office where he was expected to be taken into custody, highlighting ongoing immigration enforcement actions in the U.S. Cool. Well, that adds more to that story. Typhoon Kajiki prompts mass evacuations in Vietnam. Vietnam initiated mass evacuations and shut down airports as Typhoon Kajiki approaches, posing risks to coastal areas and prompting significant preparedness measures. Polish consumer watchdog accuses Netflix of unauthorized fee hikes. Interesting. Consumer watchdog, that's interesting. I think I've heard of Polish before, though. I want to say I've seen it on a list of watchdogs. New U.S. home sales fall as high borrowing costs stifle housing demand. I mean, that's good. They should drop. They need to drop a lot more than they probably will from this, though. Trump honors fallen U.S. service members and criticizes Biden to mark Afghanistan bombing anniversary. U.S. CDC taps vaccine skeptic to lead COVID committee. Let's see. Lil Nas X faces charges. Rapper Lil Nas was charged with 4 felonies following an alleged attack on police officers in Los Angeles. The incident reportedly occurred after authorities confronted him for walking naked down a street, drawing significant media attention. Firing of Federal Reserve Governor. Oh, did she finally? Okay, cool. President Trump fired Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook amid allegations of mortgage fraud. This action has opened a new front in his ongoing tensions with the central bank, raising concerns about the independence of the Federal Reserve. You don't call something federal if it's not independent. So either change the name or become a government entity. Which I want to say that parts of the control of the Federal Reserve has already been handed over to the Treasury, but correct me if I'm wrong. That could have been towards something else. It might have been like the Treasury took control of something else, but I want to say it was parts of the Federal Reserve. I'll have to look for that article again just to be sure. Hosting South Korea president amid controversial statements, Trump hosted the South Korean president at the White House and claimed that a purge or revolution was unfolding in South Korea. This statement, made ahead of their meeting, drew attention due to its provocative nature and lack of clear evidence, potentially straining diplomatic relations. I've heard that there's been a little bit of a growth of communist ideals in Korea, and he might be referring as a revolt against that. But yeah, just in case I'm wrong, we'll wait until we find some other information on that. Continued push for National Guard deployments. Trump's administration continued its crime reduction strategy with some National Guard units in Washington, D.C. beginning to carry firearms. Trump also threatened to deploy additional troops to other cities he described as crime-ridden, escalating tensions with local leaders like Maryland Governor Wes Moore, who criticized the militarized approach. Well, I mean, it works. That's the bad thing. Seen some odd videos where we had some gang members in DC driving around on four-wheelers and dirt bikes and lots of what might be considered illegal vehicles on the road. I don't know if you could have them on normal city streets, is what I mean. But some states allow you to do that. Like I think Tennessee actually allows you to drive just about any vehicle on the road. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. Let's see. Executive orders and policy actions. The White House released fact sheets and other documents related to executive orders signed by Trump, though specific details of new orders signed on August 25th were not fully detailed. Trump has issued 191 executive orders since taking office on January 2025, with several signed or referenced on this date, focusing on trade, tariffs, and national security. Cool. Just making sure I read that right. Ongoing Ukraine diplomacy. Trump's administration continued to engage in discussions regarding the Russia-Ukraine conflict, with no new meetings occurred on August 25th. Trump's recent comments about the potential trilateral meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian Volodymyr Zelensky planned after August 18th remained in the news. He suggested territorial swaps as a possible solution and reiterated his stance against Ukraine joining NATO. At least Trump is being consistent on these fronts for the most part. But he has said that he wants to give some type of guarantees of security, which is just odd because the whole reason he was trying to pull out of certain funding from NATO was to try to pull out our funding to Ukraine. But now we're just committing to it again. But maybe we can get something good out of the deal. Maybe we can get, this mineral deal and, I don't know, maybe other things that Ukraine could possibly provide us. Anyways. Trump wants to meet North Korea's Kim this year, he tells South Korea. Oh, cool. I think I've mentioned it on this channel before. This is actually one of the things that made me start to turn my head on Trump was whenever he crossed the DMZ in North Korea and shook hands with Kim Jong-un. I felt like that was a pretty eye-opening experience for me when it comes to Trump, and maybe showing that he can do things differently, and maybe he does play certain games at certain points to try to I guess persuade certain people. Like he was very harsh towards North Korea, I want to say, like in his early days, and then he started to kind of soften up, and then once they actually met with each other, he was finally cool with them. At least publicly, he was. I don't know if it was just a show, but I mean, Trump likes to put on a show. If anybody has not figured that out yet, so it's not out of the question to assume that he might be performative in some type of ways to either throw off the enemy or even scare his base so that it scares the enemy, or at least even makes the enemy think that he's on their side to some degree. You see what I'm saying? It's like sometimes you can kind of bend people's mind towards a certain perspective if you go against, let's just say, the people that love you. Because then they're like, okay, this is confusing. He's going against his base. Does that mean I can trust him now? Like thinking that from the enemy's perspective, saying that. All right. U.S. CDC taps vaccine skeptic to lead COVID committee. Well, that's good. Trump honors U.S. service members and criticizes. Oh, yeah, we already said that. Trump signs orders ending cashless bill, making flag burning illegal, can no longer burn the American flag in the United States, which some believe to be a violation of free speech, free expression. I personally don't think that you should be allowed to burn anything. I think that's destructive in its nature, and that could be considered vandalism, or even, let's just say, destruction of property. Because that was someone that bought that. I mean, it could be even your property that you want to destroy, but I say if you want to do something like that, do it at home. Like, definitely don't do it out in public. But now I don't think you can do it out in public, so I recommend against doing that. Kilmar Abrego taken into ICE custody. Cool. We already talked about that. U.S. National Guards in Washington to begin carrying weapons, which they already have. Saw a video of that earlier. They just had handguns. They don't have any assault rifles, so I thought that was actually a pretty measured response. Pentagon planning military deployment to Chicago in coming weeks. Washington Post reports. Epstein case developments. The Justice Department under Trump's administration released transcripts and audio from an interview with Jeffrey Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, conducted by Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. Maxwell described Trump as a gentleman in all respects, a statement that sparked controversy given the public backlash over transparency in the Epstein case. Trump voiced support for releasing Epstein-related files to the House Oversight Committee. Feud with Maryland Governor Wes Moore. Trump escalated a feud with Maryland Governor Wes Moore, threatening to cut federal funding to the reconstruction of a Baltimore bridge in response to Moore's invitation for Trump to join a public safety walk in Baltimore. Trump's rhetoric included threats to send troops to the city, framing it as a part of his broader anti-crime agenda. Criticism with Smithsonian exhibits. Trump continued his scrutiny of the Smithsonian, particularly over what he described as woke exhibits, an excessive focus on the negative aspects of slavery. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries responded to these criticisms, defending the Smithsonian's approach to historical exhibits. Public schedule and media engagement. Trump's public schedule, as published by his campaign, included press briefings and other White House activities. Yada, yada, yada. All right, let's get over this. Over to here. Let's see what Ben Shapiro is up to. Shadow of Ezra, a critic of Israel, says Ben Shapiro is now lashing out at Marjorie Taylor Greene after she spoke against Ezra's influence over America.
22, she spoke at an event with Nick Fuentes at AFPAC, the American First PAC, which is, of course, a white nationalist group. And then she suggested just a few months ago, actually, that Israel assassinated JFK. So that's who we are talking about here. Now, the reason this comes up is because she was on Megyn Kelly's show. Again, I think Megyn's great. Megyn is a tremendous broadcaster. She made a bunch of comments in Marjorie Taylor Greene that are truly ridiculous. She claims that AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, controls Congress. This claim is frequently made by people who have conspiratorial feelings about shadowy figures influencing the American Congress. It can't be that many Republicans just are pro-Israel. It has to be that Jew money. It's got to be that AIPAC money that's making it happen. AIPAC is an American-funded group, meaning it's all American, meaning people who have an interest in American-Israeli relations sometimes give money to AIPAC. 22, she spoke at an event with Nick Fuentes at AFPAC, the American First PAC, which is, of course, a white nationalist group. And then she suggested just a few months ago, actually, that Israel assassinated JFK. So that's who we are talking about here. Now, the reason this comes up is because she was on Megyn Kelly's show. Again, I think Megyn's great. Megyn is a tremendous broadcaster. She made a bunch of comments in Marjorie Taylor Greene that are truly ridiculous. She claims that AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, controls Congress. This claim is frequently made by people who have conspiratorial feelings about shadowy figures influencing the American Congress. It can't be that many Republicans just are pro-Israel. It has to be that Jew money. It's got to be that AIPAC money that's making it happen. AIPAC is an American-funded group, meaning it's all American, meaning people who have an interest in American-Israeli relations sometimes give money to AIPAC. 22, she spoke at an event with Nick Fuentes at AFPAC, the American First PAC, which is, of course, a white nationalist group. And then she suggested just a few months ago, actually, that Israel assassinated JFK. So that's who we are talking about here. Now, the reason this comes up is because she was on Megyn Kelly's show. Again, I think Megyn's great. Megyn is a tremendous broadcaster. She made a bunch of comments in Marjorie Taylor Greene that are truly ridiculous. She claims that AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, controls Congress. This claim is frequently made by people who have conspiratorial feelings about shadowy figures influencing the American Congress. It can't be that many Republicans just are pro-Israel. It has to be that Jew money. It's got to be that AIPAC money that's making it happen. AIPAC is an American-funded group, meaning it's all American, meaning people who have an interest in American-Israeli relations sometimes give money to AIPAC. 22, she spoke at an event with Nick Fuentes at AFPAC, the American First PAC, which is, of course, a white nationalist group. And then she suggested just a few months ago, actually, that Israel assassinated JFK. So that's who we are talking about here. Now, the reason this comes up is because she was on Megyn Kelly's show. Again, I think Megyn's great. Megyn is a tremendous broadcaster. She made a bunch of comments in Marjorie Taylor Greene that are truly ridiculous. She claims that AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, controls Congress. This claim is frequently made by people who have conspiratorial feelings about shadowy figures influencing the American Congress. It can't be that many Republicans just are pro-Israel. It has to be that Jew money. It's got to be that AIPAC money that's making it happen. AIPAC is an American...
I didn't realize it was looping, my bad. Sorry about that. I don't know how many times it looped, but, excuse me. Trump fires Fed Governor Lisa Cook in bold power play. President Donald Trump has fired Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, citing allegations of mortgage fraud and a historic first of the Central Bank's 111-year history. The move, announced via social media on October 25th, 2025, raises questions about presidential authority and Fed independence, potentially leading to legal battles and market volatility as the dollar dipped and critics decried it as an authoritarian overreach. I don't think his base is going to see it that way at all. I think people are probably going to be pretty happy about this, for the most part. Besides Democrats, of course. President Trump has fired Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook after she was referred to the DOJ for mortgage fraud by Bill Pulte? I don't know. Director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency. Cook was appointed by Joe Biden in 2022. How many government officials are committing mortgage fraud? SpaceX Starship ignites 10th flight in bold space leap. You got any video of it? Oh, it's just a test flight.
That put the rocket in the launch mount are used to catch the rocket. And that means that we can put the booster back in the launch mount in less than an hour after liftoff. In fact, the booster is going to come back very fast. Like, 5 or 6 minutes later, this booster is coming back one way or another, or not coming back. So then you really have propellant full time, which can be brought down.
Cool. We've seen that before. Technology is evolving so fast it feels like science fiction, but it's all real and already here. There are 10 mind-blowing inventions you need to see to believe. This is a surgery robot. And I believe it has a human controller. But it's kind of just showing the versatility of what the robot is capable of doing. Which I'm sure it probably has some type of coding or AI assistance to some degree. I think it just shows that it can be put on anything that it wants to be put on. Anyways, there's some other interesting inventions inside of there as well. There's more than just one on this thread, but I'm just going to cover that one. Now you can work from home in another surrogate body. Remember the movie Surrogates? In Japan, controlling a robot is now as easy as sitting down. I kind of wonder if that would actually allow people that are handicapped from the waist down to be able to work using a robot. It's pretty cool, right? But if anybody remembers the movie Surrogates, then it's basically just this. It's where you're able to control a human-like robot, and it kind of replaces your everyday activity. And it's a pretty cool movie. Just go watch it. I don't want to give anything away. Just in case you haven't seen it. It's a pretty old movie now. Trump says Chicago and New York are likely next cities where he'll increase federal security from a couple days ago. It's Will Smith's daughter. She didn't really say much in the video, so I'm not going to cover it. I don't fight for foreign nations that abuse their supposed friendship. This is from Mark Levin. Mark Levin is fantasizing about Americans being ready to fight and even die for Israel, urging his audience to prepare for war.
Ronald Reagan said in 1985, July 7th, 1985, almost 40 years to the day, we're not Fortress America, and we're not going to be Fortress America. America sails the open seas. America does what America needs to do, and we're not going to be forced into a bottle. Look at the Civil War. You know who was an expert on the Civil War? Churchill. He studied the Civil War. It took a long time for Americans to get into that. He looked at that Civil War when World War II had opened, and Britain was really alone in many respects. And he was trying to figure out how to persuade FDR. FDR tried with the same isolationists we have right now. Hitler's taking Europe, and he's attacking Britain. And they keep talking about how far we are in the ocean. Well, the Japanese took care of that. They said, well, we're in the ocean too. And they hit Hawaii. Some people don't learn, but we have learned. And people were wondering, can the Americans fight? And Churchill was half American. He said, read about their Civil War. Oh, they fight. They fight to the bitter end. You look at that Civil War. You ever gone to these battlefields? I want you to go to the battlefields. Go to one or two. You look over those battlefields with the South faced off against the North. You look at Gettysburg, where there were 50,000 casualties in 3 days. 50,000 casualties. You look at Vicksburg, where they surrounded the town of Vicksburg in Mississippi, starved it. Grant said, I got to get this damn war over with. It's just, people were eating their horses. They finally surrendered. The Battle of the Wilderness. A fire started. They could hear the soldiers burning in the fire, burning alive. These battles are all over the place. Look at the Battle of Bull Run. There were two at the same exact place. Tens of thousands of men lost their lives twice in the same place, outside of Washington, D.C. Chancellorsville, I could name them all, I've memorized them. Over 700,000 casualties in a nation of 24 million people. Churchill said, oh, they can fight. Once they get angry enough, they can fight. Americans are warriors too. Donald Trump knows Americans are warriors too. We don't look for war. We never do. But if it finds us, we don't cower. Well, you know what? We have an enemy within. It's more complicated than a military battlefield. I'm going on, I'm almost done. It's more complicated than a military battlefield. They've seeped into our culture. They've seeped into our schools. They've seeped into our media. They've seeped into the Democrat Party. They're seeping into a piece of the Republican Party. They've seeped into our courts. It's much more daunting to figure out how to deal with this. But it all starts by recognizing it and confronting it wherever you see it and speaking out.
Interesting. It's almost like his influence is waning. And he feels like he has to fight back. He did kind of say that, didn't he? Anyways, Trump's pivot, welcoming 600,000 Chinese students amid trade push. On August 25th, 2025, President Donald Trump announced a plan to admit 600,000 Chinese students to the United States, aiming to strengthen U.S.-China relations amid ongoing trade negotiations. This policy reversal from prior restrictions on Chinese visas driven by security concerns has drawn fierce criticism from Trump's base, who argue at risk espionage, displaces American students, and undermines America First principles, supports highlight economic benefits for universities, but debates over national security and job impacts. intensify as implementation details remain unclear. Yeah, another backflip from Trump. It was only like, what? I don't know, wasn't that long ago that he was trying to revoke a lot of Chinese visas. Now, total backflip. So we have Laura Loomer speaking against this. This is one of the first times we've ever seen Laura Loomer disagree with Trump. She says, paging Stephen, Miller. Nobody, I repeat, nobody wants 600,000 more Chinese students, aka communist spies in the United States. China murdered 1.2 million Americans. Now they get to replace us? This cannot happen. Rep. Matori Taylor Greene. We should not let in 600,000 Chinese students to attend American colleges and universities that may be loyal to the CCP. Eric Doherty says Fox's Laura Ingraham is grilling Howard Lutnick on how allowing 600,000 Chinese students into the United States is America first. Good. I want to see more of these reporters.
It's very important.
Mr. Secretary, with all due respect, how is allowing 600,000 students from the communist country of China putting America first?
Well, the president's point of view is that what would happen if you didn't have those 600,000 students is that you'd empty them from the top. All the students would go up to better schools, and the bottom 15% of universities and colleges would go out of business in America. So his view is he's taking a rational economic view, which is classic Donald Trump, looking at higher education and saying,
but why are you
until
helping
we
Harvard?
Modify that.
That just
What's
helps
that?
Harvard and UCLA and UCal Berkeley and I mean you're all helping those schools. Why? They're like, basically factories of anti-American propaganda. And now they're getting a big influx of cash because of the Chinese students. I know President Trump has always been very pro-Chinese student. I just don't understand it for the life of me. Those are 600,000 spots that American kids won't get.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm involved in. I'm involved in changing the H-1B program, right? We're going to change that program because that's terrible, right? We're going to change the green card. You know, we give green cards. The average American makes $75,000 a year, and the average green card recipient, $66,000. So we're taking the bottom quartile. Right. Like, why are we doing that? That's why Donald Trump is going to change it. That's the gold card that's coming. And that's we're going to start picking the best people to come into this country. It's time for that to change.
I think our American engineering students need to be given the first role at every job. And I think they're brilliant when given half a chance. But Mr. Secretary, I know you're juggling a lot of balls over there. We really appreciate your explaining a lot of this to us. Thank you.
President Xi would like me to come to China. It's a very important relationship. As you know, we're taking a lot of money in from China because of the tariffs and the different things. And it's a very important relationship. We're going to get along good with China. I hear so many stories about we're not going to allow their students. We're going to allow their students to come in. We're going to allow, it's very important, 600,000 students. It's very important. But we're going to get along with China. But it's a different relationship that we have now with China. It's a much better relationship economically than it was before. With Biden, boy, what he allowed that, I mean, they just took him to the cleaners. You know, President Xi would like me to.
Shadow of Ezra says Bill Gates has returned, not with solutions for the planet, but with a blueprint for control, pushing a vision that centralizes power in the hands of a few.
It's very exciting that we've got 7 founding partners here for Catalyst. These are companies that care about climate and even beyond getting rid of their own emissions are helping to support the projects that will reduce the costs of making things like aviation fuel or hydrogen. And so it's not just their emissions that will be impacted here as we take this over $1 billion in capital we already have, and that's just the start, and fund these projects. We're going to bring the cost down so that all companies and all countries will be able to participate in using green products. So I saw this as a key element. I first went to Satya Nadella, then, seeing how out in front Larry's been on this issue, I went to him. And so the two of them encouraged me to get a group together. Now we've got 5 other companies who are leaders in this space announcing substantial commitments. So we start with over $1 billion to help fund the scale-up projects that will bring the cost down. And there's a lot of leverage here because there'll be government money, government tax credits that will pull together dozens of these projects.
And you've got, if I understand it, in addition to Microsoft and BlackRock, you've got Bank of America, you've got General Motors, you've got BCG, ArcelorMittal, I may be missing one, American Airlines.
Those are the 7 founding partners who are going to help guide this effort. We do expect to bring in lots more companies. We have announced that Catalyst also is working with governments. The EU and the United States announced that they see this effort as very complementary. And so designing these projects well, which if government was doing it by itself, you wouldn't have the breadth of expertise you need. So our expertise, the company's expertise with the governments, are taking a lot of recovery money. Europe, has committed a lot of capital. The Congress is debating substantial money in the 2 different bills there that, if those go through, will allow this effort to go full speed.
It always seems like he's speaking in code or something. So I'm always trying to listen, what else is he trying to say here? We won't know until I don't know, 2 years from now, it seems like. That's usually the time frame it usually takes to decipher what he means. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, who has a 14% approval rating, says arresting people does not reduce violent crime. Weird.
The federal government should spend that money on proven solutions to crime and violence reduction. We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that, and we've ended up with the largest prison population in the world without solving the problems of crime and violence. The addiction on jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
Okay, moving on. Facebook apologizes for psychology experiments on users. I've touched on this on and off of my channel for a year or two now. Yeah, the social media companies, at least a lot of the larger ones that especially had links with the FBI over the past, actually I don't even know how long, probably 4 or 5 years that we know of, and maybe beyond that. Some people might even say that a lot of these companies were created by the government, but, just depending on, I guess, who you want to believe. Anyways, let's see. Facebook apologizes for psychology experiments on users. They have psychographic profiles on every individual person, and they'll measure you by how fast you scroll on your screen. I mean, they went as far as even taking pictures of you and listening to you whenever you're just talking and whatnot. Learning your behavior, learning what you buy, just keeping a very large database on every single user that they had. Which is kind of messed up, just whenever you start to combine that whole plethora of everything I just said with all of the data dumps that have happened with different hacks that have occurred. People have, just absorbed certain data and information about different people online. Lots of crazy people will just go out of their way to collect information on people, and it's a problem because, you know, some people are just innocent. And they'll frame people or use certain information against other people and blackmail them, and it's just wild because, you know, a lot of people don't deserve it, but, you know, I guess whenever it comes to, you know, Jeffrey Epstein and the whole blackmail operation of getting all this information on people, it's like, well, what are you ever going to use it on? Use it for if you don't ever use it? You know, is it always just to have leverage over these people so they can use them? I guess that would be the case.
Facebook apologizes for doing psychological experiments on users in secret. Educational purposes only.
In fact, you might have been part of it. Facebook caused an uproar last week when scientists from Cornell University, working with Facebook's own data science team, released the results of a psychological experiment that they performed on about 700,000 Facebook users, none of which knew they were participating. The team was studying what they call emotional contagion, or how people can influence each other's emotions. The experiment took place over 1 week in January of 2012. In all, 683,000 English-speaking Facebook users were selected at random to take part. That's about 1 out of every 1,500 total Facebook users. And once they were chosen, the contents of those users' news feeds were filtered without their knowledge. The filter hid certain posts that contained terms deemed to be either positive, like happy, good, yes, or negative, like sad, angry, or maybe a frowny emoticon. Posts were scanned for these terms using an automated program called the Linguistic Inquiry and Word Count software, so they weren't actually read by someone on the Facebook staff. The software was set up so that one group of subjects had between a 10% and 90% chance of not seeing a post if it had a lot of negative terms in it. Another group had the same chance of not seeing posts with positive words. And then after the feeds were tweaked, the same program then scanned what the subjects in the experiments posted for themselves. After scanning through 3 million posts, the psychologists found that exposing users to more positive or negative content seemed to have only a small effect on what they posted. If a subject saw more posts with positive language, they were about 0.07% more likely to include positive words in their own posts. That is 1/15 of 1%. Like I said, it was a pretty small effect. You'd have to write a couple thousand words before you used one more awesome in your status update that would make a difference. Interestingly, the findings themselves got less attention from the public than the fact that the study was done at all. A lot of users, somewhat understandably, thought it was creepy that Facebook was intentionally trying to manipulate their emotions, even if it was just by 1/15 of 1%. Meanwhile, the psychological community and even some government regulators were more concerned with whether or not this was actually legal. In its defense, Facebook says that when users agree to its terms of use, they agree to take part in market research. But as any of you who've watched Crash Course Psychology know, the first principle of research on human subjects is that you need their consent, like their explicit, written, informed consent. In international law, this is known as the common rule. So, the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner in Ireland and the Information Commissioner's Office of Britain are both asking Facebook some very pointed questions. But the fact is, these kinds of experiments go on all the time. In 2013, the Facebook data science team conducted an experiment on about 250 million users. They wanted to see if it was true that Friends networks created so-called echo chambers that prevented users from learning and therefore posting about things outside the interests of their group. So for a period of 7 weeks, Facebook just randomly stopped some users from seeing a link that was shared by friends. It turned out that the echo chamber effect wasn't very strong. The results showed that people get their news from a wide array of sources, and what your friends reblog has surprisingly little to do with what you end up posting about. And it's not just Facebook that does tests like this. The Google data science team conducts more than 20,000 experiments a year on its users to do stuff like refine its recommended links algorithm or see what shade of blue people respond to more in an ad. Information like this is valuable in a concrete cash money sense, so companies are probably going to keep collecting it.
Israel pounds Gaza city suburbs, vows to press on with offensive. Israel does not appear to be holding up in any type of fashion. Trump is still avoiding giving any type of pushback towards the situation. I mean, I know he's dealing with a lot, but at the same time, he doesn't say anything at all towards it. It's very sick, and honestly, I kind of wish that Christians would speak up a lot more against Trump right now when it comes to this issue. He said something recently about being worried about not going to heaven, and if he is going to pretend to be spiritual, then someone at least try to have that conversation with him so that maybe God will forgive him for allowing it to go on as long as he has at this point. And I even kind of wonder, like, I even ask myself sometimes this question, you know, if you are religious, like, how long would God allow well, just any evil to go on? Like, what's the cutoff period for it to be an unforgivable sin? You know, what is the point of you're incapable of being forgiven and you're sent to hell? I think it's a normal question to ask if you are religious. And even if you just have a moral compass and you want to, like, just, I guess, ask yourself, like, how evil am I? You know? Like, do I do the right things or do I do the wrong things? Do I, you know, try to help people or do I normally try to hurt people? I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'll say some offensive things just trying to be funny, but at the same time I'm not trying to really hurt anybody. I'm just more or less, I don't know. I like edgy jokes, and you know, it's just funny to be offensive. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I grew up that way. I watched good comedians growing up. Careful what you eat. Almost everything at Aldi's always say that word wrong. Everything at Aldi's contains bioengineered food ingredients. What are you eating? Bioengineered food without even knowing it? A recent change in federal law means you'll see new labels, but many believe it doesn't go far enough. Yeah. So Brianna Morello was followed by what I believe what might be a legal alien, but I'm not really too sure, but they describe as a Middle Eastern man in his late 20s or early 30s who chased after Brianna and entered into her apartment complex. That's her with her dog. Weird. It seems kind of cool.
That's fascinating.
I think so.
Didn't the Smithsonian cover up Adam and Eve or something?
Are you talking about the Adam and Eve book?
Yes.
Oh, that's a different one. That's that's a book that was released in 1966 by Dr. Chan Thomas, and it's called The Story of Adam and Eve. And that story title sounds cute until you read it and you realize he's talking about really Adam and Eve. And the story is it's this 278-page manuscript that is classified by the CIA, and they've removed 200 pages. There's only like 50 or 60 pages left, and half of those are blank. And the CIA says it's been sanitized. And the reason that the CIA was so interested in the book of Adam and Eve is because it describes the end of the world. And Dr. Thomas, in the book, talks about pole shifts and what happens when the poles shift. Something happens to the inner core of the Earth, our electrical field gets thrown off, and when that happens, the poles shift, and it's something that happens over and over and over again. And his pole shift is a 90-degree shift, so Antarctica goes to the equator, and the equator goes down south. Like, it's violent. And as it's shifting, the atmosphere continues to rotate, west to east. So that he describes in the book just walls of water and this wind and debris just tearing across everything. Cities are reduced to waste.
Yay! And supposedly we're due for a pole shift. Whatever, man. Isn't that what that movie 2012 is about? It's like a pole shift plus, like, I don't know, like a solar flare. I don't know. I feel like it was like a lot of things all at once. This is what our government is doing to all of us. Voice to skull technology to control the population. What is this?
Oh, hey again. So you know when you like share stuff online and then you inevitably get comments of people calling you a crazy conspiracy theorist, and it's not possible that the government could do such a thing. And sometimes just in my leisure reading, I like to read U.S. patents, don't you? So if you just go to the deep state machine that we call Google, just look up U.S. patent number 6470214. Oh, what do you know? Directed energy weapon, targeted individual patents from the year 2000. Pulsative manipulation of central nervous system. Published in 2002. Method and device for producing a desired brain state via magnetic waves. And this fun one from 2013 has 4 different assignees. Controls brain state by placing engineered EMF patterns into the AC wiring of a building. And from 2014, induced desired brain state in person by adding waves into a music file. And from the year 2000, induces desired emotional state through an EMF, sleeplessness, sexual arousal. 2015, monitors vital signs of subject via remote application of radar waves, handheld. And then here's one from 2002. Remotely transmit intelligible subjective sound into targeted consciousness. Voice to skull. Oh, and who's the original assignee? The United States Air Force. And so, would the U.S. deep state government use such patents?
TikToker claims people in Olympia, Washington are prepared to execute members of ICE, saying they are armed with bats, knives, and guns. I don't feel like playing this video. But, yeah. Apparently this guy is calling for violence. X confirms that removed accurate post. The arrest of the head of Israel's Cyber Security Command in Las Vegas for attempting to lure a disabled child for sex came from the very agency that the alleged predator headed up. So it came from Mossad, I guess. Or just some intelligence agency that he worked for. I don't remember the exact one. I got any news for us? I had a bunch of conspiracy stuff just then, so I don't know how much people care about that stuff, so let's get past it for right now. I mean, I like covering a lot of it, but some of it's just kind of irrelevant for the moment because I'm about to start the game. Hundreds of gang members illegally operated motor vehicles in Washington, D.C. This is what I was talking about earlier. Crazy, man. Bunch of gang members. Metropolitan Police refused to intervene. So they allowed it to happen after the White House already gave them a zero-tolerance policy. Crazy. Let's see. Might just finish up with this and then we'll start the game.
The Israel Jewish lobby in Australia is a foreign influence operation. It's designed to put the interests of Israel above the interests of Australia and its foreign policy. And no one else has an operation as well funded. No other country has an operation with offices in every Australian capital city. No one else organises donations to attempt to elevate its influence in the way the Jewish lobby does in Australia. Now, this is simply a fact of life, and the model for the Jewish lobby is what happens in the United States. If any member of Congress or the Senate expresses a view critical of Israel, you can guarantee that someone will be funded to run against them in the next primary. And the person they find to run against the incumbent will be a well-funded, the Israel Jewish lobby in Australia.
With them, I have talked to them.
Tempers flared at the prestigious National Press Club in Washington, D.C.
You have gone there as a radical leftist who hates Jews in order to... Don't you stick things in my face.
A pro-Israeli...
For a second, I want to see this again.
Gone there as a radical leftist who hates Jews in order to... Don't you stick things in my face.
A pro-Israeli advocate knocked a camera out of the hands of Allison Weir, president of the Council for the National Interest Foundation. The group just finished their press conference on what they call unjustifiable U.S. aid to Israel. The two sides met when the press club scheduled a pro-Israeli news conference to follow, held in the same room. The altercation illustrates heightened tensions on differing views regarding America's relationship with Israel. The Council for the National Interest Foundation wants Americans to know how much of their tax dollars are going to Israel.
$3 trillion. That's including a massive amount of direct money to Israel, then a lot of hidden costs.
CNIF alleges Israel receives so much aid and special treatment because the U.S. Congress is controlled by AIPAC, America's pro-Israeli lobby. Executive Director Philip Girardi says Israel spends a lot of money on U.S. elections.
There are many Israeli PACs, and they do give a lot of money very selectively to congressmen that they want to support.
The Council for the National Interest Foundation says many members of Congress fear if they don't always side with Israel, that they will face retaliation in their own re-election campaigns.
If a congressman crosses the Israel lobby by voting against aid for Israel or voting against some legislation that Israel favors, they very often will find that the next time they're running for office, there will be a candidate put up against them who is very well funded.
Giraldi is a former CIA counterterrorism expert. He questions why America gives aid to Israel when Israel conducts more espionage for profit against the U.S. than any other U.S.-friendly country.
They steal military technology. They steal information that is useful for telecommunications.
Retired Lieutenant Colonel Karen Katalski works at the Pentagon and says Israel receives preferential treatment.
We do not question what the Israelis want.
Katalski believes America is beginning to take more interest in U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East, in large part due to tough economic times. More and more Americans want to know where their hard-earned tax dollars are going and why. Rhonda Pence, Press TV, Washington.
Psychos, always scavenging to make their buzz axes and meat bicycles. You'll need to replace that circuit with something. You know, some skags are chock full of electricity. Get me one of their spines. Better get used to doing things like this if you want to survive on Pandora. Oh, and if you're feeling extra gruesome, you could also try getting a human spine from one of those filthy bandits. That could work.
Hey, superfan! You sure you picked the right team? I mean, I get it. We all grew up wanting to be vault hunters. But I'm not a follower like you. I'm a god. And my followers will do anything I ask. Oh, here, quick demo. Hey, you! Cut off your favorite leg.
Oh, Irene!
I didn't say both. He cut off both. Now he's trying to stand on his stumps. 1 second. They just taste better when
when they're afraid. What was my point? Oh, right. My followers will die for me. And when it's your turn, I'll let you know. Now run along, superfan. Fix that map for me. Those vaults are mine.
Person trampling my valuable and irreplaceable dig site. May I help you?
You Tannis?
I am. You must be Lilith's new vault hunter, and you found the map. I suppose congratulations are in order. That was it. Well, let me take a look. While I examine this unimaginably complex and priceless alien artifact, you may wait outside and steal anything not nailed down.
For my hypotheses. Please do not confuse it for conversation.
Let's sell some stuff.
As I suspected, Tyrene Calypso is a siren. She seems to feed on the life force of others, and clearly her cult is her food source for now.
The vaults hold unimaginable power, you know. I shudder to think of what might happen if the Calypso twins reach them first.
Do you hear screaming, or am I having another one of my episodes?
Maybe. I always hear screaming.
Hey, superfan. You fix the map yet? Just hand it over and you can join her family. But wait, what's that? You don't want to? Okay, give you a chance. Real bummer.
So long, Crimson Traitors.
Crimson Traitors. Nice. Anyway, my brother's gonna broadcast your death on the Echo Net.
So don't, say anything stupidly heroic. I'll just dub over it.
You're listening, bandits are attacking my dig site, and it's not the sort of breakthrough I was hoping for.
I'm on my way. Vault Hunter. Don't let them anywhere near Tannis or that map. This is why I let him know!
Want to think twice next time?
That's my favorite sound. COV incoming. We can't let them get the map. My ass rub. Use some cover.
Ah, you found the human spine. You'll fit right
take the rest out together. Defend the map!
Drones out! Beautiful! My mind is...
Dennis, are you okay? No, but you're all still here in my personal space, so let's get on with it. Tell me you got the map working. I did what I could, Lilith, given my vast intellect but limited resources. Shall we give it a go? And I believe this should do it. Some data has been corrupted. It seems the map has sustained significant damage. Hypothesis: Tyrene Calypso attempted to charge the map, but her powers only drained it further. Unfortunately, I can only make out a single planet. Promethea? Of course! Typhon de Leon found the very first vault there, you know. Promethea. Good work, Tanis.
We're off to Promethea, then.
Looks like it. We have to get to that vault before the Calypsos. Ellie's been working on a ship for us. I'll take Tanis and the map there now. Meet you at the landing pad, Vault Hunter. Oh, you know I abhor this, Lilith. Just trying to keep my Iridian expert safe. Do you know another Iridian expert? Ready?
Why don't you take me with her? That's lame.
Usually when I step in crap, it comes off with a good wipe, but you're kind of a clinger. Let me set things straight for you. That map and every vault on it is my birthright. You don't understand a thing about the vaults or what they're even for. I do. We're the children of the vault. It's a family thing. How's the ship looking?
Almost ready. All I need is some fuel and a new astronav chip.
Vault Hunter, can you help Ellie get the ship prepped? I'll start rounding up the raiders and bring them on board.
Sure, why not?
All right. Later, Lil.
Be ready for anything, Ellie. The Calypsos aren't gonna let us leave without a fight.
I got something special for you, BH. That vehicle over there is my biofuel grid. And it ain't picky as to the source. Just run over some bandits and skags to fill her up. Environmentally friendly, right? Hop on in, Vault Hunter. Franchise and corner the sustainable fuel business. I know it's messy, but the only resource Pandora's got in abundance anymore are bandits and skags. Use what the land gives you, right?
That corner. Back here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going the wrong way.
Hey, I bet there's something in there we could use. Check it out.
Where? In here? Oh.
You'll have to get under that thing somehow.
Until then, contact get me in here, Vault Thief! How low can you go? Pretty low, if you ask me.
See, my brother and I were born into a cage. Dad told us it was for our own good, that the rest of the universe was full of bandits that would tear us apart. And when we finally got free, turned out he was right. Bandits as far as the eye could see. Bandits were the biggest untapped resource in the galaxy. There are billions of them across the borderlands. Human wreckage left over from the corporate wars. They're broken, but we make them feel special, so they fight for us and die for us. Because they finally have a place where they belong. A family. My family. The universe is theirs, as long as they obey. Without one.
I wish I had a grappling hook. Got so used to it last night in Black Ops.
I want your hand for my pet rock.
Not last night, but just last week, I guess.
I need a helmet.
What am I getting? By this?
Got that astronav, Ellie.
It's time! Woo! I can't wait to leave Pandora. I've been here so long it's in my bones, and that's a verified medical condition anywhere else you go.
What did I just pick up? This gun? Yeah. Is it a shotgun? I think it's a shotgun. Shotgun sniper. These have gotten more popular in games all of a sudden, apparently. L-ish. Where are we going? This way? Nope. Did get some biofuel. Make sure I'm going real quick. These maps are so big, you gotta check the map. Where we going? I don't know where we're going. Do I need to leave the area? I'm confused. I don't see where I need to go. Delivered biofuel. Okay. Is she back over here? I don't know. Guess I just need to drive back. What's this over here? Career challenges, discover Typhon log. It's right next to me. Where's it at? Oh, it's right there. How did I get up there again? Did I go through the cave? Shit, I just dropped down, didn't I? Damn it. Well, this time I don't have to fight anything, so. That's it.
By now, you've probably noticed that Pandora isn't the friendliest of planets. I'm guessing it's not any safer in your day than it was in mine. So if you see something coming, shoot first. We just call that a Pandoran handshake. Hey, who the hell are you? I'm Typhon de Leon. Nice to meet you. Here's a med pack. Yeah, I'm doing an Echo series. Sure, I'll sign an autograph.
What? That's all it was? The voice box. Okay, now it finally showed up on the map. It wasn't showing up at first.
Hustle up, everybody. Get on the ship. You heard the commander. Scrub those decks. Batten down the interns. We're leaving this parched armpit behind. The stars are destined.
Can't go that way. Why can't I see it on the map? Oh, no, I can see it. Okay.
Screw you, Pandora! You can't hurt us anymore!
I'm headed to the ship. See you soon, killer.
Now come on back and I'll get to refueling. Just park the rig right there, BH. One sec, I'll get to fueling. I can't believe we're going to Promethea. It'll be good to see some new sights and lay some new lows. Gonna teach them city boys some things they only see in nature documentaries. She's fuel.
Ready to go, killer?
Them COV keep coming at the Queen and getting right smack down for their trouble. I'm the Queen, by the way. I ain't never needed no one protecting me, that's for sure. I can hold my own, even on a planet...
The hell?
Hell?
Anime shit.
Firehawk, just give me the map. No way. Go, let's do this!
Got it!
This is gold!
You're a siren?
Yeah. Well, runs in the family.
I'm the siren. He's just a parasite. Literally, when we were born, our father had to cut him off me. Now I'm the only thing keeping him alive. What are you doing? I can leech the power from any living thing. Even you, Firehawk. Legendary Vault Hunter. Slayer of the Destroyer. Firehawk. So many titles. So little impact. Well, I've taken your powers. Might as well finish you off.
Tyreen!
Fine.
Man, you should have seen your face! You were like, oh, my powers! Ty, come on! We're live in 3, 2...
What is up, brothers and sisters? God Queen Tyreen coming to you live. We got something real special for you today. Your #1 most requested murder. It's the great heretic herself, the Firehawk. Well, look who got plucked. Smile. Let's give this Firehawk thing a try. Where my ratings your followers at? Loving it! But that's not all. Our path to the Great Vault has been revealed. Next stop, Promethea! Don't forget to like, follow, and obey. Don't feel bad, Lil. All legends have to die. You had a good run. I guess? That's just something people say. I don't really believe it.
All right, let's get out of here. I want to see if Katagawa is good on his word. Leave the scraps to the dogs.
Bye-bye now. Thanks for the map. And your powers. I'll make sure to finish what you started. Later, Firehawk. Or whatever you are now.
Stellar powers, man. That's not cool.
Door's busted. Take the lift to the catwalk. I'll try to get the door open.
Vault Hunter.
You got a death wish!
should back away.
I'm gonna get rid of all these bad guns. I keep forgetting to sell them. I mean, they're not that bad, but I don't know. I need to get rid of some. My problem is just trying to get rid of some. I want to keep them all.
Present for you! You earned it!
I like this gun because it's got good close range too. The shotgun sniper.
Get down there, VH! Lil needs us! Look what those bastards did to Lil! Kill him, VH!
Come here, you Didn't anyone teach you how to fight? You're going down, boyo.
Help her up, VH! We gotta get Lil to the ship! Help her up, Bull Hunter!
You're all right. Come on.
Thanks, Ball Hunter. I'll be all right. Let's get to the ship.
My name is Bolt Hunter. I don't get a name.
Over here! You hold on to that astronaut chip for now, hun. Ugh, this is bad, but now ain't the time to talk it through, amigo. We gotta get the hell out of here, and that ship is the safest place I know. VH, get on the ship. We gotta get out of here before more of them COV some bitches attack.
Leveling up my shields for now. So we're leaving Pandora finally? First game to leave Pandora. Hell yeah.
Lil, what the hell happened to you?
Her tattoos are gone. Lilith is no longer a siren.
Her tattoos are gone.
Stole Lil's powers? Well, let's hunt down that God Queen bitch and get him right back!
Are you crazy? I say we stay here and build a fort.
To Claptrap's point, can we really take on the Calypsos in our current state? Tyrene's after the power of the vault, and there's no one else who can stop her. We have to get there first. I may not be a siren, but I'm still a Crimson Raider. We all are.
I'm with you, Lil, through thick and thin. You know which one's which, Stringbang.
That's what I've been saying!
Where's Roland at?
Certain death it is, and I obviously won't pass up a chance to study a new vault. All right, let's get to it.
We ride! Onward to Promethea!
Hey, Lil. Bad luck to take a ship out of orbit without a name.
She's already got a name. Sanctuary.
Really?
Vault Hunter, over here.
Checking out the ship, man. What's up?
Tanis isn't wrong. Tyrene is more dangerous than ever. She's got an army, the map, and my siren powers. We're gonna need all the help we can get. Claptrap, what intel do we have on Promethea?
Promethea, a shining metropolis and the home of the Atlas Corporation. It's the most technologically advanced planet in this arm of the galaxy.
Atlas, huh? Have to convince them to help us find the vault before the Calypsos do. Killer, plug in that astronav chip so we can set a course for Promethea. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Brace yourselves. This baby's sporting an implosion drive. That means you gotta be real careful with it. A single miscalculation could end this adventure real quick.
Boring. I got this. Onward to Promethea!
Claptrap, wait! Did you do?
I'm bloody flying!
What in the hell? We got a hull breach. Pressure's falling. That's weird. I'm not showing that hull breach anymore.
That's because the only thing standing between this ship and space is my ass. My ass saved all your asses.
One sec, y'all. I'll reboot the grav generator.
My kind of flying. Glad that's over. Damn it! The drive's busted. Nav and propulsion, too. Until we get our systems online, we're dead in the sky. Ellie, how long's that gonna take?
Keep your skinny pants on, Lil. I'm working on it.
Do what you can. Fast. Vault Hunter, go check on the rest of the crew. See if anyone needs help. Claptrap, keep your ass in that hole.
You can count on me.
Playing hide and seek.
Don't worry about me. I'm all right. Just staying warm. The thermal control system malfunctioned during the hull breach. You'll need to reboot it. Well, I suppose this is technically a microclimate. Just a moment. Almost there.
Yeah.
Like a fleshy sleeping bag, although I do feel a bit viscous. Thank you for bringing my lab back to a survivable temperature. You should go see if anyone else requires assistance. I will contact you if any other devices require unchanged.
Can't jump over it, really?
Test. Hey, Vault Hunter.
Who's
We got
Axton?
an opportunity for you. You don't want to miss it.
We're saved! That robot is insane! Shut up. He said he'd punish us if we told anyone.
Claptrap, did you imprison our crew?
You mean the intergalactic interns/slaves? Of course. I locked them all in a small room to ensure their unwavering loyalty. It's Management 101.
I'm gonna say this once. No slaves.
No slaves for a week. Got it. Recruit, since I can't use my prison cells anymore, I guess you can use one as your personal bunk.
What's up, Maurice?
Enjoy, Recruit. Maybe I'll come by and admire/judge your room's feng shui later.
So many human delights Maurice has not tasted. What is a gingered ale?
How can I go in there? Damn it, I gotta go back down. Where the hell I'm going, man? This is too big. You're right here? I don't get it. How am I supposed to get over there?
Thanks! But my firing range is still on fire!
Thanks. Come on back and let's have a little chat.
I appreciate the help, Vault Hunter, but don't expect a fire sale. However, you can take an SDU from your old pal Marcus. The more you can carry, the more you can buy from me. You see something you like, better have the money to pay for it. Walking is free, but it shouldn't be. You're gonna need more space, so buy it already. mercenary is like being a merchant. You won't last long if you can't stay well stocked. One step closer to your true potential. This is one of the best SBUs money can buy, so get to buying it. Excellent choice, friend. Pleasure doing business with you, Vault Hunter.
Nice going, Ball Hunter. I found a problem. Blown entropy accelerator. I got a spare one in the cargo bay. Come help me out, will you?
Everyone has their price. Support local business. Sell to Marcus. I used to have one just like that. Happy to help.
There's some room for some new guns. I'll go downstairs.
Blown entropy accelerator ain't no thing. Got loads of spare parts in the cargo bay. And some special gear I was saving for you. Oh, hell. We gotta cut our losses and vent the cargo bay. Well, there goes the raffle grabber, the jetpack, and all the left-handed guns. Guess it wasn't
Oh
meant
man,
to
I
be.
want a jetpack.
But if Earl didn't get sucked out into the icy mall space, he should have a spare entropy accelerator.
I'll say why does it keep disappearing off my screen? There it is.
Earl, wake the hell up! Our ship's dead in the water and we need your help!
What you want?
An entropy accelerator.
I'm busy. Now scram!
Just hand over the entropy accelerator, Earl.
I don't see your name on the door, whatever your name is.
Hand over that part or I'm gonna twist you into a pretzel and fondue your ass.
Fair enough. I'd give it to you if you had something worth my while, but you don't. So get lost, freeloader.
Earl, it's been a day, amigo. Don't test me.
You ain't got squat. No sail.
Vault Hunter, he's locked in there tight. Maybe if you had some more iridium, you'd be willing to trade. Go talk to my mama at the bar. She keeps all kinds of currency around just in case.
That her mama? Her mama is Moxie? Really? Who said that?
Hey, Vault Hunter.
The name's Moxie. What's yours, sugar?
It's Zane. We had a weekend at the casino.
You looked better in the last game.
Guilty as charged.
Quit thirsting up our new Vault Hunter, Ma. We're in the crap. We need some iridium to fix the ship.
Have you tried my slots? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Oh, slots. Okay, I thought she said something else.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Well, would you look at that? You've got the magic touch. Come back anytime, sugar. I've got a few other games we could play.
Damn.
All right, VH, go give that turd Blossom Earl what he wants.
What you want?
What am I getting again?
What? Nothing strike your fancy? Well, I'm tired of looking at you. Scram! You can have the damn who's-a what's it. Come back never.
Right.
Finally! Now I can work on my damn...
Oh, that.
Well, that was a bitch and a half. Now go install that new entropy accelerator. We
I didn't know
gotta
you
get a
threw it
move on.
behind me. Where's it at?
about those guys, but their production value is through the roof!
Ignore them. We've got work to do. Vault Hunter, let's get out of here. For real this time. Take us to Promethea. Here we go.
Here we go.
What's happening? I can't see.
Hey, it's consistent. Sit there their entire time.
Well, we arrived in one piece. It's a first. What the hell? That's a Malawan fleet.
I thought this was an Atlas planet. Something ain't right, Lil.
Looks like we aren't the only ones with their eye on Promethea. Vault Hunter, over here. Listen, about what happened on Pandora. We can't let anything slow us down. You're gonna have to pick up the slack for me. Can I count on you?
I got your back, Commander.
Good. Now let's make contact with Atlas. If anyone knows where the vault is, it's them. I'm not picking up any signals from Atlas. Malawan must be jamming their comms. Wait, here's something. Sounded like an Atlas distress call. They need help down there. Getting Atlas on our side would be a good start to finding the vault here. If we can back them up, maybe they'll help us. Or at least not kill us while we search. That distress call was coming from the city outskirts. We need to get you down to the surface, but we don't have access to the Promethean fast travel network.
Way ahead of you, Lil. Vault Hunter, come down to the cargo bay and let's chat.
This is amazing.
Right, so I rigged up our drop pod with a fast travel unit. Once you're planet side, it'll hook up with the local network and you can come right back up. Now, it won't be what you call comfortable or trustworthy or safe by any measure. I'm just listing things, ain't no bud at the end of that. Except these two hams you've been checking out. I saw you. Anyway, get in and I'll launch you.
Yeah. What time is it, man? What time did we start tonight? 8:30. Let's check the stream. How long we've been going? 2 hours.
Looked like a rough ride. You still with us, killer?
Worst thing that ever happened to me. Let's do it again!
As long as you're alive. Looks like Ellie got you within the city limits. Go find whoever made that distress call.
Chapter in your saga.
What? Bandits? How did they beat us here?
Just a tick.
Ah! It's a psycho!
I was going to say, didn't I get a third slot?
Man about town!
Freeze is over!
Where are my bloody reinforcements?
Get to cover! I'll hold them off! Bloody! Bloody hell, that got a bit mucky. Oh, I thought we were sorted back there. Hey, you! Over here! Slag me! You've got some good timing. These bandits somehow got their hands on some wicked Malawan guns. Oh, right, I'm Lorelei. Did Reese send you?
Reese? No clue, sorry.
My boss, CEO of Atlas. We're at war with Malawan. Not from around here, are you? Now all these maniacs show up all over the city screaming about some vault.
That's those Calypso's shitheads. I'm trying to beat them to the vault myself.
The Calypsos? Those yammering EchoNet arseholes with the cult? Well, I got no slagging clue about vaults, but Reese would know. Come on, I gotta tell him about our new bandit problem anyway. I'll introduce you. I'm good to go here. Place is compromised anyway. Let me know when you're ready. Grab some wheels. We need to drive through the spillway, and there's always trouble.
Let me whip you with something bad!
Malawan pushed most of the Atlas forces back to HQ.
Oh, wait, I want
I've got
one
a
of
small
those.
team working behind enemy lines. I have to make sure they haven't been overrun with all these bandits running around.
I know we got new vehicles. Oh wait, never mind. I guess not. Oh well. I thought that was a ramp at first. Oops.
I'll be honest, Atlas forces are gutted. I've been using what resources I've got left to keep the Civ safe and disrupt Malawan's supply lines. Can't remember the last time I slept in a bed. Ugh, I miss coffee. Where the hell did these bandits get
people are inside. Let me do the talking. Oi, Skyman! Open up!
Password?
Passwords, open the bloody door before I shove a coffee grinder up your ass.
It's definitely her, guys. Welcome back, sir.
Report. How's it looking?
Lots of movement. Bandits and Malawan patrols working together. We moved the civs into the tunnels just in case. And we've tried contacting Reese, but Malawan's jamming our comms.
Bollocks. Stay sharp, Skyman. Come on, Vault Hunter, this way. There's an Atlas base nearby with a direct line back to Reese and HQ. Malawan captured it a few months ago. I haven't had the manpower to take it back, but now that you're here, maybe we can finally send those bastards packing. See these civilians? Malawan doesn't care if they're caught in the crossfire. They're here to take over Atlas and sell Reese's new weapons as their own. To them, this war is just a merger. Let me know when you're ready to take back that Atlas base. You ready to move out? The base isn't far, but... What was that?
Malawan! They found us!
Oh, bollocks! Malawan's in the tunnels! Take him out! Malawan's never come down here before. If they think we're easy targets now that they've got Bandit back up. Oh, they're about to learn differently. Come on!
Please don't shoot! I always find Malawan!
Customer's always right, bitch. Come on, we're heading to Watershed Base. It's through here. Malawan's bloody well entrenched.
I like the music. Very cyberpunky in this game.
We're close. Get ready. These guys aren't bandits. Malawan's a well-equipped corporate army. We're gonna hit them hard and make it hurt.
Out and about! It'll leave before you get hurt. You want to think twice next time.
Running out of ammo. At least I get to try out all these guns, though. Oh, cool.
Come on, let's have a go!
I love it. Damn, I'm out of everything.
Nobody outshines Van Flint! Have us at Donnybrook then!
Not giving me much ammo. The hell are these things?
Let me know. Swapping ammo!
I don't have anything. Guess I gotta switch guns. Surprised I ran out so quick.
Wasted, you wankers. That was brilliant, Vault Hunter.
Jeez.
All right. Let's get that channel open to Atlas HQ. Re-establishing connection. Come on. Whew. All right. Connection to Atlas headquarters is still intact. When you're ready, Vault Hunter.
Need some ammo. Oh yeah, it's a shattered door. Prefer to find ammo, not buy it. Save a lot of money that way. Plus it forces you to use other guns.
Hi, you've reached Reese Strongfork, CEO and wartime general of Atlas Corporation. Just a quick question. Who the hell is this and how did you get on my secure line?
Reese, relax. It's Lorelei. We've taken back Watershed Base with a little help. I've got... Hang about. What is that thing on your face?
Oh, this? This is my siege mustache. The troops love it. Anyway, who's your friend?
Guess I'm a Vault Hunter now. And a Crimson Raider. And a handsome bastard. I'm a lot of things.
Vault Hunter? Crimson? Holy crap, yes! Oh, how many troops did you bring? 20,000? 50,000?
You don't need all that. I'm a one-man armada.
What? Oh, come on! I can't take back this city with a single-digit army!
They're good, Reese. Really good. And we need all the help we can get. Bandits are pouring into the city, and they're working with Malawan. Looks like Katagawa's made a deal with the Calypsos.
Perfect. Everybody's just piling on. Well, new friend, you showed up at the right time. My top agent is gearing up to strike at Malawan's strategic gigamind. If they are after the vault, that's where the intel will be. Go meet up with my agent. Reese, out.
Right. While you go meet Reese's agent, I'm gonna get this base back online and start securing more of the city. Oh, before you head off, I've got something for you. Since you're heading downtown, I'm hooking you up with a cyclone. It's fast and light, perfect for getting about the city streets. Take it for a spin. Mission for you, if you're up to it. What do you say we start civilizing this war-torn city again? Let's start with the most precious commodity of all, coffee. I'm feeling right ragged, and when a commander makes mistakes, people die. And I'm sure my troops could use a pick-me-up as well. Head to the Rise and Grind coffee shop to get started.
That little scrag gave you a new vehicle, huh? I'll make sure it's loaded into your catch ride profile so you can destruct a new one from any terminal.
I don't know, it switched it out on me.
Things were bad enough around here before we had to deal with bandits, too. Oh, my God.
Why did it switch back?
I could really go for a coffee right now.
I don't know what it's talking about.
Malawan troops stomping all over my bloody neighborhood. Makes me sick.
Reese's agent is a bit of a loner, but he's got quite the knack for putting people's insides on their outsides. I'm sure you two will hit it off just grand.
Superfan! So, what do you think of our first corporate sponsors? I gotta say, so far selling out rules.
We gave Malawan an unlimited supply of screaming war meat. And our followers. And they gave us a bunch of crazy high-tech guns.
And once they take the planet, they get Atlas and we got the bullets, so you're left playing with whatever you got down there. You just keep doing you. Ah!
Looks like Reese's agent is in the Mercantile Plaza. Malawan's got a weapons depot set up inside the mall, and I'll bet bollocks to bullets that's what he's after.
I didn't know what happened. I thought I just preloaded this thing. Come on, man.
A juicy target, but they've got an impenetrable security force field surrounding it. If you somehow crack it open, you're going to find some quality firepower in there.
This'll be just for the crack. Wow, look at the stadium.
Fuck.
What's your favorite?
Oh, you have got to try the Arcturian Super Black. It is honestly the most wonderful thing in the whole world.
I'll
Yeah.
have one of those then.
Fucking A.
8, sugars, please. Lorelai, I gotta ask, you're so cheerful. How do you keep that up all day?
Oh, that's just the caffeine talking. I'm a right nightmare otherwise. This one time we got robbed before the morning pot was on. I put an espresso scoop through the guy's throat. Here's your coffee.
That's terrifying. Thank you. For this, I will enjoy this beverage with my face hole. And I know who to call if I need any throats scooped. Gotta go!
Why does he sound like Handsome Jack?
Have a roasty day!
Is that Vera? Yeah. That's the character I used to play with.
Hello, Vault Hunter. Let's ruin Maliwan's day. Our mission begins.
I know that fella. We went to the same assassin bars.
That's Zero. He used to be a Crimson Raider like you. Wondered where he'd ended up. He's always been a little cryptic, but he's as deadly as they come.
Haywire service bots. Their masters have long since fled. Decommission them.
Make sure I leveled up. Actually, do I have another sniper? Yeah, let's try this out. Takes so long to reload though. Damn it. Hell? Hold up a second. Controller messed up.
All bots demolished. Lower that shield so we can loot some sweet weapons.
The force field's down? Brilliant! That weapons depot should be easy pickings now.
No chance those dropships belong to Atlas, is there?
Negative. We made them angry. Prepare for counterattack. Malawan dickheads.
Color went out again.
Go on then! Yankee knob.
Their assault has failed. A predictable outcome with our combined skills.
All right, what's our next thing?
New Malawan tech. My sword requires an upgrade. Search through this depot.
They're upstairs or down here? Hell, that's pretty cool. I haven't even littered it yet.
not too late to come work for Malawan. And you must be the Vault Hunter Tyreen warned me about. You know what? I don't even have time for you. I'll let my superior forces do the talking.
That's Katagawa, head of Malawan mergers and acquisitions. That guy is a douche, and he's way obsessed with Reese. It's kind of creepy. With this new upgrade, I can cut Malawan shields. Stand back and watch this. Walls cannot hold us. Now to take down Gigamind. That is our mission.
Gigamind! Of course! I know it well. Mind explaining for anyone who doesn't know? Not me, of course.
Malawan AI. All their secrets in one place. A juicy target.
Sure. I killed plenty of corporate AIs in my day. Great source of blackmail.
Precisely the plan. Meet at Halcyon Spaceport. Now the hunt is on.
This takeover won't be hostile for long. Atlas and Malawan, we're hashing things out the corporate way. Reese doesn't get it yet, but when this is over, we'll all be one titanic happy family. You're small stuff, Vault Hunter. Not worth my time. As with my Gigamind, though, and that'll change. You keep playing under the feet of giants, you're gonna get stepped on.
Gigamind is here. Expect intense resistance. This is the fun part. This fight is a test. Show your true skill in battle. I will be watching.
Okie doke.
So, not an AI. Secrets locked in squishy brain. Hack him with your guns. Let's go already!
That
On the house.
him what for!
That was close.
Still got it.
Damn, dude. Damn, it's like an invisible wall. Damn, dude, my fucking controller. Come on. Can you die already? Jeez. Alrighty. Got enough guns inside of you? Damn, I gotta get rid of stuff. My controller's acting up. All this stuff I can't even use yet. Guess I'm gonna get rid of it. I can't use it for like 2 more levels. Get rid of these low-level guns. Damn, where's all the stuff I can use? Damn. Hold up. Can I use half of this? No. They're all level 12.
That will at least hold recently processed data and thoughts during death.
I've touched worse.
Return to the base and send that data to Reese. I have more to kill. Oh, and Vault Hunter, you are worthy of that name. Good hunting with you.
Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna get off here soon.
Wow! You really just popped the brains right out of my gigamind. Not satisfied with running underfoot, huh? I get it. My father once said I was 12th in line to run the company, so I made 11 quick little cuts to the family tree. Now I'm next in line. Think about that. Now you've put yourself in my way.
Yeah, Rise and Grind's deserted, but there should be a barista bot you can call up. They're, really annoying, but the coffee's worth it.
I need this more than you. Take out the buzzer!
Go on, ring the bell.
Welcome back, Vault Hunter. Why do you smell like brains and fried circuitry? You know what? I don't want to know. Call Reese, let him know you got the job done. Just ring the bell, Vault Hunter.
Hey, Vault Hunter! Did you get the data from Gigamind? Give it.
Yeah, I got it. But I ain't giving it unless you help us open the vault.
Ooh, yeah, that. Uh-huh, it's just I'm super busy with this whole invasion thing. Any other time, it is vault o'clock, baby, but I've got my company to look out for.
Okay.
Ding-a-ling,
Wait,
ring the bell, read the coffee.
Okay, fine. I rebuilt Atlas from almost nothing, and I will do anything to keep Malawan from taking that away. I swear on this company's future that I will help you find and open the vault.
That's as good a promise as any, Killer. Give the man what he needs.
I have never seen Reese squirm like that. You're really something, Vault Hunter.
Standing right here, a hologram can still hear you, and Hollow Reese has feelings.
Meet the new man, faster, stronger, even more handsome.
Oh man, this guy has everything up in there. Troop movements, supply lines, scouting data. Looks like Malawan's been searching for fragments of the vault key themselves, and they've got some leads. A planet called Athenas?
Athenas? Perfect. Vault Hunter, come up to Sanctuary.
Great work. You do that. Reese, out.
Okay, so you saw a corporation that was getting curb stomped by a way bigger and cooler corporation, and you said, I'm going with Team Loser Stash? Come on, work with me here, superfan. This whole beef over the vault has been getting mondo views, but it's got a shelf life, specifically when you die. So try to keep it going, maybe find some better allies. Just a suggestion. Later.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a night right here. I like this game though, it's fun. I appreciate you all for stopping by though. If you liked the video, go ahead and like. If you're new to the channel, I'd love for you to
Be up on the bridge when you're ready, Killer.
And hopefully I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.